Hello and welcome. Hunkpain Gaming is here with you in another video about Warframe. In this video, we're gonna talk about Banshee Godmode. Yes, you heard me right. Banshee Godmode. I know many of you think Banshee is weak and she cannot survive anywhere, but guys, I cracked her open and I find for you a build that you can survive with and you can stay alive and you do steel path with it, especially. Yes, Banshee steel path. I know for you many. What the heck, this guy's doing? Let me close this video. No, wait. Watch this. Try it and then judge it, and we're gonna be streaming with this build in steel path survival mode in the void, so of course, and let's go open the game and show you what this does. First thing first, we're gonna try the build, right? Let's get some energy, and here we go. First thing, corrupted heavy gunners. Let's unpause them and let's go. All right, so as you can see from Octavia Resonator, of course, the set of the gods. As you can see, you can just sit and watch them running like stupid behind the Resonator. Now you're saying, Hank, where the silence comes now? As you can see, this is a range build, so with a lot of survivability because she is so sequishy. Alright, you see that? Kaboom. Rolling guard, Resonator. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is they're gonna be following the Resonator, and then if you wanna slow the enemies down, you have so much enemies on you, you hit the silence. Okay? You silence those enemies. Okay? Now, still, you go with the second ability to like show their weak spots. Of course, if you go with explosive damage, of course, you're gonna hit that spot like always. Okay? Now, if you see the enemies are so close to you, you can always push them away. There you go. Like they get so close to you, you can keep pushing them away. So, let me show you this. Go like this, push them away, and I'm using a glaive in this example. You don't need hashed weapon or whatever. This is very simple without any complications. There you go. So, if I want to slow enemies down, I hit the third ability. Always second ability is on. Third ability is to slow them down. Not use it always. Don't use it always, the third ability, because it's a range build. The reason for the range build is for the Resonator to attract so many enemies from the area, so they don't notice you. First, they check the Resonator. The silence is if you are in survival and you have so many enemies on you, you can silence them to slow down the pool. The second ability, of course, to give you the damage multiplier. And the first ability is to push enemies away from you, and especially as you know, in the steel path there is that mini hardhouse spawns, and this one works on him. You can push him with the first ability away from you or your teammates, so he doesn't one-shot them, and so on. So let's check the build. All right, there we go. First thing, we're gonna go corrosive projection. Enemy minus enemy armor. If you want, I don't suggest to change anything on this build, but if you want, you can go brief respite or growing power, but this is a not strength build, so I'm go brief respite or corrosive projection. I would be saying corrosive projection all time, baby. Sure-footed is a must. You can switch to the primed one if you reach your daily login. Transit Fortitude is for a bit ability strength, so we don't go out of damage multiplier with the second ability. At least we have 4.25x. Ogre Reach, we have ability range, and energy spent on ability converts into shield, so we keep converting shields when we're spamming our abilities. Primed Flow for more energy, so we can spam more abilities to get the Ogre Reach energy shields. Overextend for more ability range, and balance to minus strength with Transit Fortitude minus plus. You get the idea. Continuity for ability duration, so the Resonator stays more and the silence stays a bit more. Vitality for survival. You can switch vitality, I mean, up to you. You can put more, like if you want, you can put intensify and you reach 121 strength. If you want, you're gonna reach 6 damage multiplier. That's up to you. I find vitality works better. It's like at the end game, because this build, I just, if you don't know, this builds I'm not doing them and showing them to you, and that's it. I before I show it or make the build or anything, I test it already and survive with it. So this build I already survived with it, but to prove it for you, seeing is believing. Of course, I do it on the live stream. Watching me, be sure to subscribe so you get the notification when I'm live to watch the Banshee, like surviving with Banshee. Like any other Warframe, what we do is we go like first of all we go make the beginner's guide so everybody knows how to use the Warframe, and then we make a God mode, and then we survive with it in the steel path. Rolling guard is to cleanse any negative effect like toxin, slash, any. Adaptation is to increase resistance of any damage. Okay, if you're wondering why my mods is not maxed, I will say it like I always say. I don't tire yourself and comment below, because I have many builds on other Warframes, and because they are not God mode yet, if I change or level up any mode of these, it's going to be removed from the other one and mess up my builds. So the using of this Banshee is very, very, very simple. The idea of this is distracting those enemies. Okay? Distracting them is the main idea of her surviving. Distracting them gonna make you survive. So if there is nobody hit you, you're gonna be okay. If you're feeling so many enemies around you and you cannot take control of them because your weapon is a bit weak or something, you hit the third ability to silence them, and you can kill them, and you recast your resonator. As you can see now, the more we recast our resonator, we're getting more like shield. All right, that's from Ogre Rich. So the idea is very, very, very simple. It doesn't require a lot of effort to kill those enemies. So resonator to distract, silence to slow enemies down from coming so much. I'm talking about survival end games, guys, here. The first ability to push enemies away from you and to push away the steel path mini Hanao that spawns. Alright, upgrade. For the arcanes, I would say use arcane energize. Of course, you need to be having always your arcane on. Arcane guardian, uh, it's my choice. Up to you. You can use arcane fury or arcane strike if you want, if you're using melee. But I find arcane guardian because she's squishy. She relies on these things like guardian adaptation, rolling guard, vitality to stay alive, sure-footed to stay alive. Otherwise you're gonna be one-shotted. Even if anybody like look at you at the steel path, you're gonna be dead. So you need to like survive, make the mode and the builds to be as survival as possible. All right, so yeah, I hope guys that you like this build, and I hope this build suits you well. Don't judge the build before testing it, because before I post it here, I'm not making fun of myself. I test the build first and I survive with it minimum of 1 hour and 30 minutes in steel path survival mod. Alright, solo by myself before I give you this build. And of course, we go seeing is believing, so we go live stream. The next live stream you're gonna see is gonna be Banshee in the Steel Path Survival, so you can come join the live and so on. I want to say first of all, thank you so much guys for anybody that subscribed, commented or liked or believed in this channel. It means a lot, your amazing support. And we have a Discord link on the description. Feel free to join on Discord, suggest content or ask for Riven prices or Riven ideas or any questions, or just look for other tenants to play with and farm together and so on. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.